But isn't it worth it to break a few eggs so we can keep guns out of the hands of crazy people?
Free Talk Live.
You're welcome to participate in our show. It's open phones every single night, 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Those are our live hours. So if you're not hearing us during our live hours, you can still call in, which is what Sarah does all the time.
She does.
Sarah, you're on Free Talk Live. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Yeah, I know your timing that's on New Hampshire, so I'm on the schedule, you know. So, yes, I just want to say that, you know what, our we're in session right now, our representatives, and we have a bill. The Democrats took
Isn't that
over
interesting?
on the
Sarah talks about her representatives like people talk about their sports teams. We have a bill. Even though she isn't actually a state representative. She's part of the we, apparently.
Well, that's okay. So what
Did you write the bill?
What is your bill?
Well, the reason I said we is because I am a Democrat, and then our Democrats are...
Your team.
It is like a team.
Well, our...
Do you paint your face colors for the Democrats?
Well, the thing is, now we want to pass the gun control. What I'm saying is that when we have the blue tidal wave, we took over the representative, we have a Democrat governor, we have Democrat Senate, and now we're
Did you get the
trifecta?
trifecta?
The gun control law.
Did you get all three or just 2 out of 3?
We took over the House, and we took over, we have a Democrat governor, we have Democratic mayor, we have, I think, our Senate, so now we could roll this really fast is to, you know, make it harder.
You can.
For the.
You can when any political party holds all three, and usually it's the House, the Senate, and the governor. In most states, that's the 3 that they go for, and of course they want to pick up everything else they possibly can. You have that opportunity. Sadly, well, I won't say sadly because I happen to be a big fan of gridlock. Even when one party controls all 3, they rarely do as much as they've sold to their voters.
Okay, but what are you expecting them to do? You said some sort of gun control?
Right. The thing is they want to make it harder for crazy, unqualified people to get a hold of guns. So it's harder. It will be harder for you to obtain a gun.
Who decides this?
Who decides who's crazy?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, that's about the pretty blue line. You know, Democrat, we're all about gun control.
So the Democrats decide who's crazy.
Yeah. See, I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican, yet I have a 9mm on my hip right now. So should I have that?
What the details of what it entails, I do not know the fine details of how much and who is restricted.
Are you okay with them just saying we're going to have fewer guns? Is that what you're shooting for? They'll just be, if they come out and they say we have a plan and it will make there be less guns than there are today, and we'll make sure that no crazy people ever get guns.
Well, the thing is, we want to have guns only people that could deal with it, that are sane, mentally stable, or like for example, domestic violence. If you have an issue. We have a restraining order. All of those people will have a gun restriction.
What if they have a history of voting Republican? Does that disqualify them from owning a gun?
I don't know. You have to either have a mental issue or
or some woman can accuse you of domestic violence, and then poof, there goes all your guns.
That's called a red flag law, and those things are sweeping the state, sweeping the country right now.
They're proposing one in New Hampshire, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. And they're all over the place. Basically, it says that, you know, if someone is accused of a an act of domestic violence, accused, not prosecuted, not found
convicted,
guilty, nothing like that. Then
doesn't matter if the person used a gun in the alleged act of domestic violence. Just if somebody shoves another person or whatever, that's domestic violence,
right? And then the cops have to come and seize your weapons. We've already had police officers killed for trying to enforce these laws.
Sarah, thanks for the call tonight. I appreciate hearing from you. Now, her perspective is not unusual. There are a lot of people who would say, well, Chris, We're talking about crazy people. I
Yeah,
mean, you're quibbling around the edges of this issue. Okay, yeah, there might be a few people who get caught up in some false charges, but isn't it worth it to break a few eggs so we can keep guns out of the hands of crazy people?
Well, it's that dang slippery slope everybody's always talking about. And the slippery slope here is no mental health professional wants to risk losing their license, losing everything, losing their livelihood, having their license taken away because one of their patients did something with a gun and they knew they had a gun. So again, you could just have depression and that's it. That's all you were seeing your psychiatrist for. Mm-hmm. But then, a year or two later, you shoot somebody and they're going to go back and they're going to say, okay, oh my God, Dr. Smith, that was this guy's psychiatrist. Let me see all your records. Why did you not report him? We need to take away your livelihood because you did not. Now, what incentive does that give to any mental health professional? It incentivizes them to report absolutely everyone, no matter how minor or no matter how safe they believe that person to be. So everyone will be reported. And secondly, this is the real bad part. I deal with, I know a lot of veterans, particularly out of these last couple wars, and the problem is getting these guys to seek help. And if you tell people that if you seek help and if you tell them that you have a gun, you're likely to lose your Second Amendment rights.
You're actually honest with your therapist or whatever, or honest with your psychiatrist.
But that's the point of going to therapy. You want to
open up
and get it off your chest.
I think it's very disturbing, whether it be guns or drugs or whatever it is, when these professionals are forced to, by the threat of the law, to reveal private things that their customers and clients have revealed to them. I think there's a huge problem with that. There's more coming up.
Free Talk Live, 7 nights a week from 7 to 10 Eastern, live on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.